So, these are the type of external memory that already I have mentioned. So, magnetic disks, we have RAID and removable. RAID stands for redundant array of independent disks. So, generally nowadays in most of the server and most of the computer system, we use the RAID configuration. It is a redundant, basically we are keeping the information in a redundant way, so that if something fails, if one hard disk fails, then we can retrieve it from the second hard disk. So, that is why we said this is a redundant array of independent disks. So, just we are making some redundancy on the data, so that if there is some problem with one particular disk, then we can retrieve it from the other disks. Again, it is talking about the removable. That means, what will happen? We can remove the disks from the system and we can put it somewhere else, or we can take this particular disk to some other system. So, it will help us to port the data from one system to other system. So, they are magnetic in nature. So, other one is optical. Already I mentioned that CD compact disks, these are basically optical in nature, and you just see that in most of the cases these are removable in nature. We just put the CD on a CD drive, we work with it, then we can take it out. So, it can be taken to somewhere. And another one is a magnetic tape. This is basically offline devices which works on magnetic in nature, and this is basically tape. So, now if you compare like that, what will happen? You can see about a magnetic disc and magnetic tape. This tape is something related to your audio tape or say video tape. So, here if we are going to access the information, then what will happen? Since it is a continuous tape, then what will happen? So, if I want to retrieve the information that is stored in this particular portion, we have to skip those particular position and we can come to this particular point. But in case of your magnetic discs, it is random in nature, like your record player. We can put the head in a particular track and we can start playing the song from that particular track. So, this is like that random in nature, randomly we can go to a particular position and we can start reading information from that particular point. Now, what is the basic things about magnetic disks? Just I am mentioning over here, it is we are having a disk substrate coated with magnetic material. So, basically in most of the cases you will find that this is some sort of your circular plate, and the surface of this plate will be coated with magnetizable material or say magnetic material, so that we can magnetize it in some polarity. And initially that substrate, that the material used for preparing this substrate was aluminum, but nowadays we are using glass. So, when we are using glass, basically it is improve the uniformity of the surface. So, increase the reliability. So, it is reduce the read write errors, because now it is going to reduce the defect. It is better stiffness and it has better shock and damage resistance. So, nowadays most of the substrate or most of the circular plate that we are going to use is glass, and that glass will be coated with magnetic material, so that it can be magnetized in some polarity, and we are going to store our information as a magnetic property in our disc. So, that is why I said it is a magnetic disc, or in hard disk is basically magnetic in nature. So, here we should have two operations basically, one is your read and another one is write. So, in case of read, we are going to retrieve the information from disk and going to bring it to the processor inside the computer. While we are bringing it to the computer means we are going to put it into memory. Second is your write operation. In case of write operation, whatever data processing we are doing in our computer, that is residing in our main memory, because it works on von Neumann stored program principle, and from main memory we are going to store it in our hard disk. So, this is the write mechanism. So, when we are storing it in the hard disk, then it becomes permanent. Okay. So, if we now modify it, then only contents will get changed. But when it is in the main memory, this is not permanent, it is volatile in nature. I think you have experienced many times. So, you are doing some work in the computer, suddenly something happens to the computer, maybe there is a power failure, then system is going to shut down immediately, it will switch off. When we switch on it, then what will happen? Some of the recent information may not be available, because we have not stored it in a permanent devices. So, whatever we have stored in a permanent devices, till that point we can retrieve it. Some of the recent modification cannot be retrieved, because it was in the main memory and it has gone off as soon as we have switch of the machine or power goes off. So, that is why we need these two mechanism. One is your read and write. So, what read is doing? Recording and retrieving via conductive coil called head. So, we are using a read write head, and through this particular head we are going to either read the information or write the information. We will see how we are going to do it, but it is basically magnetic in nature. We are storing information as a magnetic polarity, maybe single read write head or separate ones. So, it depends on how we are going to construct it. We may have one read write head or we may have several read write head. During read write, head is stationary, platter rotates. We will discuss it, why it is required and how we are going to access it. So, in case of write, what will happen? We are going to pass the current through the coil, which produces a magnetic field, and that magnetic field we are going to capture in the magnetic material that we are having in that particular platter or particular disc, okay, or particular surface. Pulses sent to the head, we are going to send some current pulses to the head, and it is going to create a magnetic field, and that magnetic field is going to be recorded in the surfaces, magnetic surfaces. Magnetic pattern recorded on the surface below. So, this is the right mechanism. In case of read mechanism, magnetic field moving relative to the coil and it produces current, and by looking into the direction of current, we are going to change it, and we are going to say that we are retrieving some information. On the other hand, the same coil may be used for both read and write, or we may use two different mechanism for read and write. So, in that particular case, so you just see that we are having a surface platter where we are going to coat it with magnetic material, and we are going to store information as a magnetic polarity, and to store information or retrieve information, we needed mechanism, and we said this is the read write head. Okay, now, the read write head will look something like that. So, this is basically you can see that we are having a mechanism like that, some iron or coil, iron substrate, inductive write element. So, here we are going to have a coil, we are going to put a coil. So, it is very much similar to, I can tell you, some sort of your DC electrical motors or electrical generators. So, here we are having a shaft and we are having a coil. So, this is basically shaft and this is coil. Now, what will happen if we are going to pass current through this particular coil, then current will move in that particular direction. So, due to this flow of current, it is going to generate an magnetic field. So, depending on the direction of the current, that is having a particular polarity. As I said that this is the polarity and or north pole or north polarity. Now, once we change the direction of the current, say now I am going to give the current for the different direction. Again, this substrate is going to produce a magnetic field, but this time the polarity of the field will be different. So, it will having the south polarity. Okay. Now, simply changing the direction of the current, we are changing the polarity of the magnetism, and whatever magnetic field it is producing, that will be stored in this particular magnetic material. So, now we have to just simply change the direction. Now, what will happen? We are having two kind of information, one is 0 and second is 1, or maybe in case of 0 it is low voltage and in case of 1 it is high voltage. So, depending on the information, we are going to give the direction of the current. Say for 0, if I am having this particular direction, then for 1 the current will move in the opposite direction. So, whatever information we have in memory, depending on that we are going to produce the appropriate current for appropriate direction, and depending on the direction of the current, what will happen? It is going to produce magnetism, and that magnetism will be stored in this particular magnetic material. Okay. Now, once we store one bit of information, then this particular platter will rotate. So, it will move. So, if I am storing one bit of information over here, then second bit will be stored in the next position, third bit will be stored in the next to it, like that it will move. We are going to rotate the disc. So, depending on the rotation of the disc, we are going to store the information in those particular position. So, this is the way we are going to write information. So, now read. What will happen basically in read? So, basically you just see when we are writing it, now it is we are giving the current. So, it is going to work as a some sort of electrical motor. It will generate the magnetic field, and depending on the magnetic field our shaft rotates in a motor. So, it is some sort of the principle that we are using in a motor. But what is the right mechanism? In case of right mechanism, what will happen? We are going to move this particular magnetic surface. So, when we move the magnetic surface, then what will happen? It is going to generate current on this particular coil that we are having in the shaft. So, the principle is similar to your current generator. So, when we are moving it, depending on the polarity of the magnetism, it is going to generate current. So, in for say one particular polarity, north polarity, if current produces say in this direction, for the south polarity current will be produced in the other direction. So, in case of one polarity it will generate in this particular direction, but for second one current will be generated in the other direction. So, now by depending on the direction of the current, we are going to interpret it is either 0 or 1. Basically, we are storing two kind of information, one is 0 and 1. So, when we are going to store it in the magnetic material, for one case for 0 we are going to store it as a north pole, for 1 we are going to store it as a south pole. So, while we are retrieving it, so in that particular case for north polarity it is going to give me current in one direction, we are going to interpret as 0, and for south pole we are going to interpret as 1. So, this is the right read write mechanism of our hard disk, and we say this is the read write head. On the other hand, in some cases we are going to use, say it can be used as a write head and read head may be different one. So, this is some magnetic resonance sensor basically. So, magnetic resonator can be used for retrieve the polarities of this particular magnetic surface, and depending on that we are going to have current in different directions. So, either we can use one particular head for both read and write purposes, but we can use two different mechanism also. So, this is the basic principle how we are storing in our magnetic surface.